Hi, and welcome. Welcome to Yogi Talks. We are so happy that you joined us today, and we want to share with you our pearls around oral health. But before we get started, we'd like for you to subscribe to our channel and like us. Thank you. So, moving forward, we can now quantify the oral systemic connection. We know that 90% of diseases first reveal signs and symptoms in our mouth. And there's studies out there already published in reputable journals relating to that systemic problems in the mouth are linked to low-level antioxidants in the body. Now, how do we bump up those antioxidants in the body? Eating more leafy greens and vegetables. Fistfuls of leafy greens and vegetables. A serving is when you cup your hand, that's the serving size for your height, your body, your weight. Everyone is different and individualized. So eating enough antioxidants is going to help your oral health. Now, some of us are going to need something in addition to that, and supplementation is sometimes recommended. So, for many of you, it's going to be important to eat fistfuls of leafy green vegetables and fruits as well as the supplement. And it's something that Yogi talks about. And I will share with you a little bit more about that. But let's move on to today. I want to share these quick tools with you that will help you to have a great smile, healthy oral health, and you will be confident because we know when we have a great smile, it speaks volumes and we are more confident. So the first tip for today is using a tongue cleaner. Using a tongue cleaner is important, whether it's a plastic one or a metal one. Doesn't matter. What's best for you, what you're comfortable with. But a tongue cleaner is a great tool to use toward better oral health. My second tip is make sure that you're flossing, whether it's floss or dental tape or you're using the picks that are handy, doesn't matter. Getting the foods from between the teeth is what's important. And it's going to help you in having better oral health. When 90% of diseases first reveal signs and symptoms in the mouth, flossing is very important in being able to reduce that. My next tip to share with you, my third tip, is something that is in many toothpaste these days, tea tree oil. Now, whether you use the one that Yogi talks about or one of the brand stores that is out there, it doesn't matter. Or whether you decide that I'm just going to use a toothpaste that has tea tree oil, it's okay. Tea tree oil is used for many other purposes other than just toothpaste and oral health. But the way I use it is after brushing my teeth, I'll take 1 to 2 drops on my toothbrush and go through my mouth, on the sides of my mouth as well. Rinse with some water, gargle, and I am good to go. There is that medicinal feeling or taste kind of, in your mouth. And I usually like to do that in my second brushing at the end of my day. But it's left up to you, whatever's best. Some people may need that extra boost in the morning. And I tell you what, those that may be going through having a little bit of bad breath and just trying to get a hold of it, it's, I talk a lot about fermented foods here and that healing starts in the gut. And one of the things that can be going on if you are having consistent bad breath, can't get a hold of it, you need a probiotic because there's some gut issues. There's fermentation going on in the gut. Eating fermented foods will help. or a probiotic. So that's another little tip for you. Our fourth tip concerning tips for better oral health today, whether you use a manual toothbrush or an electric toothbrush, it doesn't matter. The important thing is brushing. And what I want to recommend to you is brushing the 4 quads, 30 seconds. So upper right, upper left, lower left, 30 seconds. Now, so many clients will say, I don't have time. And I'm like, you don't have time to 2 minutes of your life to prevent a disease? I don't know what disease. I don't know all of our bodies are different, but not having good oral health for me is not an option. For you, might be different. So brushing is important, the 4 quads. And then last, Yogi talks about a toothpaste that has been number 1 in social media. It's been with the top 3 on social media as a whitener. People have loved it. It does have fluoride, and it may not be the one for you. There was a period in my life where I didn't want fluoride, didn't want it for my children. It's okay. But fluoride is recommended by dentists. It's recommended by the American Dental Association. It's recommended by my daughter. She's a dentist. The thing is, this is the toothpaste that Yogi talks about. This is the toothpaste that I use. So if you're at a place in your life that fluoride is out, this is not the one for you. But this is a great whitener. It has fluoride. It's what I use. And it leaves my breath minty fresh. So today, to recap, our number 1 tool for great oral health, a tongue cleaner. Our number 2 tool for great oral health, dental floss, whether it's dental tape, whatever it is, get the food particles from between the teeth. Our number 3 tool, and Yogi talks about the tea tree oil to use to either put on your toothbrush after you've brushed on all 4 quads. And if you prefer to use toothpaste with tea tree oil, that's a good one too. Our 4th tip for you is brushing. So important, whether it's manual or whether it's electric, doesn't matter. Brushing is important. At least one time a day, not just one day, one time a day. I have to share this story. I have been really focused on oral health all my life. And I remember when the dentist came to our elementary school, back when we used to eat that little red peel and they'd see where the red stuck on your teeth. And he shared with me, he said, Yolanda, you see that poster over there? And I looked at the poster, and this man with 1 tooth. He said, floss all the teeth you want to keep. And that has stuck with me for life. So it's important. Flossing is important. And our last tip that I shared with you is using a whitener, if that's important to you, or a toothpaste with fluoride, if that's important to you. And even if paste is important to you, if it's not, just using the brush, just using a brush, because it gets off that plaque. That plaque turns to tartar. It's harder to get off. Let's have the prevention mode going on. Let's use these tools to better our dental health so that we don't have tartar build up on our teeth. I have enjoyed speaking with you today about having better oral health, beautifuls. Yogi talks, and I've enjoyed talking to you today about oral health.